Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Reef Drama. Today we've got a bit of an issue in the tank. We've got Aiptasia. So there's the one on the side wall. That's the big mama one there. There we go. Now I don't know if you remember before, I did a video on taking out all the wave makers and everything else and cleaning them in the citric acid. If you haven't seen that video, then obviously you can go and find that. I believe that was my 6 monthly saltwater tank maintenance routines, something like that. But yeah, I found a little small baby tiny Aiptasia on one of the wave makers when I took it out. And I scraped it off before it went into the citric acid, but now I've found more. So I'm going to get the phone because that will probably show it up a bit easier, and I'm going to show you where they are and then how I'm going to deal with them. So let's go. Right then guys, so let me bring you in and I'll show you where I have found them. Now waiting for the camera to focus. There we go, let me zoom in. Oh Piney. You always have to photobomb, man. That's ridiculous. Right, there we go. So there is one Aiptasia, and also there is a slightly bigger one just there as well. And I've also found another one underneath here. Now, where is it gone? Oh, I can't see it. Yeah, oh, there it is. Hopefully you can just see it there, just around the slight back. So they're the three that I found in the tank. And then we have also found some more in the sump. So let me turn the light on. Turn on sump lights. Okay. So if we go down into the first chamber of obviously where the water comes down from the tank. Now look at that one there, hopefully you can see that. That's pretty big. It's fairly clear as well, so I'm guessing because it gets no light, it doesn't really colour up like it would normally do. But yeah, that's a pretty massive one there. And there is another one on the side wall. Hopefully you're going to see that, or you'll just see the protection mat in front of the sump. There we go. So there's the one on the side wall. That's the big mama one there on that down pipe. And then there's also another one behind it. Let's see, there we go there, just in that point there, look. Right then guys, well, you've seen the Aiptasias on the phone, and what I'm intending on doing is I've got some of this Red Sea Aiptasia X. Hopefully you can see that if it wants to focus. There we go, Red Sea Aiptasia X. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and get those ones in the tank. I'm going to read the instructions. I believe you need to get the little needle right down as close to the Aiptasia as possible, so it just sort of starts to close up round it, and then start to inject the stuff onto it, so it kind of draws it inside itself and hopefully kills itself off before it sends out millions of other spores that goes all around the tank. But I suppose that's a risk that you take. So we're going to try and get those 2 or 3 in the tank, and then my plan for the sump is I'm going to turn the return pump off, which will obviously bring the level of the water up in the sump. I'm then going to siphon out the water that's in that first section, so it will be completely empty, and I'm going to kind of try and basically scrape off the Aiptasia like onto some kitchen towel or something, and if it does kind of like squirt when it gets scraped, because that's what happened when I did it on the wave maker, it kind of squirted, and I'm assuming that was when it was sending out all its spores. So I'm going to scrape it off, get it onto the kitchen towel, and then try and clean off the area as best I can, and then obviously refill it with some fresh salt water and turn the system all back on again. So that's what the plan is. That's what I'm going to get into now. So I'm going to set the camera up, and hopefully you're going to be able to see me kind of inject these Aiptasias, see how that goes, and then we'll also do the sump as well straight after. Wish me luck. Okay then guys, here goes. Gently, gently. Now this comes with 2 needles. There's a straight one and this angled one, and I've chosen to use the angled one
Not sure why. I think because I thought it was at a bit of an angle, but yeah, we'll try and work this anyway. So just got to get this as close as possible. Put it on the disc. No, they definitely didn't like that. That's for sure. Now, have I got it all or not? I don't know. Let's try this little smaller one. It's difficult to see. Maybe I'll look through from the side with, like you are, rather than from above. And again, we want to try and get it on that disc. Do have something to secure my hand onto. Now we want it to close around the needle. Smother the oral head and then wait for that. It's gone. Let's just put a bit more in that area. I think I'm just going to use whatever is left in this thing now. Put some more on that other area. Now they say to have obviously everything off, no wave makers, no return pump, nothing, and leave it off for 15 minutes after we've put it on. So that's what we're going to do. As you can see, hopefully on there, I've still got some more left in the tube, but it's very difficult to actually hold your hand still, especially when you've got a porcupine puffer that's roaming around. You need to keep an eye on. Just stick a little bit more on, and down here as well on this first one that I did. And I think we'll leave it at that. Now I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the next one, and then let's move you guys down so you can see. There it is, look at that. There's the little bugger. Trying to get it so it's showing, but I might be able to balance the needle against the rock on this one to give me a little bit of rigidity, no, I don't know what the word is, just to try and hold it a little bit better. Oh, now he retracted quite a lot. So again, same thing. Just going to squirt this all round the disc or the head and completely cover and smother it. Until all I can see is just a few of its little tentacles hanging out the side, so I'm going to cover them as well. And have a complete blobby mess in here of this stuff. I think I'm out. Yeah, basically got bubbles now. So that's all what was in that tube. Let me see if I can bring this camera up so you can have a look, like a look down view. 1 second. Okay, so bringing you in, the microphone and the light is probably going to hit my overhead light in a minute, but well, there's the, yeah, that's zoomed in as far as I can go, and that's the little blobby white mess that's left now with the Aiptasia underneath it. So that was the one that was next to the cabbage coral, and the other two were over here somewhere. Just try and get my bearings. There we go. I'll probably put a red arrow on the screen to sort of point to the two areas, but again zoomed in as far as I can, and again two little blobby white areas where the Aiptasia was. So all we can do now is wait and see. Let's have a little top down look while we're here. Zoom out a bit. There we go, look at that. clownfish there on their mushrooms. They love the mushrooms. See if I can bring this up just a fraction without jerking it too much. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, look at that clownfish, loving life as usual. Coming along, we've got the two lovely green cabbage corals. Plus we've got the finger coral as well. And we've got, if I can just about get it in, GSP there at the back where the fox face was. Piney over in that corner because he's probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. And we've got some zoas down there. Some zoas down on the corner there. And there's also some more sort of over where Piney is, but I don't know if you can pick them up. The light reflection in the water is obviously a bit of an issue. But anyway, it wasn't really about this top-down look, it was more about the Aiptasia. So let me step down off this chair. I'm going to drain the water out of the sump, and then we'll attack the Aiptasia down there as well. Okay, so not sure how well you're really going to be able to see this. I forgot about my water bridge pipe work in there, but well, I guess we'll see what we can do. Such a small little chamber. Trying to get some kitchen towel down there as best I can, and then we're just scraping it off. And more importantly, obviously I need to make sure I've got every single last little bit of it off. Let me bring that bit out. Did I get it all though? And did you actually see any of it? Is then the question. Some water has seeped back into that chamber from the top of the next chamber over. So I will have to re-drain that bit of water out the bottom, but I certainly didn't see it spit anything, not like it did before when I took it off that wave maker. That was yeah, that was a definite sort of spit out. Now I've got one more on the side. Just going to move you around actually a little bit. Probably just get in the way, but I'm trying my best here. So again, I'll probably have to put a red arrow onto the screen, but it's there. There it is. I wish it was just as easy as that, but like I say, with this stupid small chamber and the water bridge, makes it very difficult. So there it is on the side, on the kitchen towel. Scrape off that side of the glass where it was. Let's get it out. Bring out the rest of the kitchen towel with it. Didn't see anything spitting off of it, maybe because it's out of the water, I don't know, but can you see that? Where's the stupid camera there? Can you see? Oh, that's one of them anyway. The other one is in the other piece of kitchen towel, didn't show you. So I'm going to try and clean up this chamber now as much as I can, siphon out a little bit, well, siphon out the rest of that water. As I said, I've got it all out before, so I'm going to have to do it again now. I'll see if I can find that one at the back. I'm not going to be able to record that because obviously if I lift this up, as you can see, all you've got is just, let me zoom out, all you've got is just pipe work. So we've got the water bridge, and we've got the down pipe there from the tank, we've got the overflow one which is behind it, so you're never going to be able to see. So I'm going to do this one off camera, siphon all the water out, give this chamber a clean up as best I can, and we'll get it back up and running.
Alright then guys, so it's been a couple of days since I've done the treatment on the Aiptasia that I found in the tank, and also what I found down in the sump as well. Now before I take you in and have a look at the results, and I'll use the phone camera again because it picks it up better, but I just thought I'd show you what you get in the Aiptasia box, or Aiptasia X box. So once you obviously take everything out, you do get the instructions, which I definitely do advise you read through first before you try and use this, because that will certainly help you with how to do it. You also get the little bottle here with the liquid in that you're going to squirt onto the actual Aiptasia itself, and then in a little bag you get a couple of things now. So first of all, you get the syringe tube, so you're just going to put that in there together, and you get two different sorts of like needle ends, I guess. So hopefully you can see this. I'll bring it in a bit closer, but you get a straight one, and then you also get the slightly curved one as well, and all you do with this is you just literally unscrew it from here, so they come away in two different parts, and then just screw back on, see whichever one it is that you wanted. Now when I did it, I used this one just because I thought I was going to be able to get in, maybe depending on the angle of the Aiptasia or where it is growing up from under a rock or whatever, you can maybe get a bit of a better access via this one. But you know, I did want to point out that it does also come with this straight one as well. So they're all the parts you get. Once you've used this, make sure that you thoroughly clean it out as well. Just using water, just make sure it's all thoroughly pumped through, run the water through it lots, and then I always leave this kind of apart so it's thoroughly dried as well before I put it back into that little bag. So that's enough of that. Let me put that down over there somewhere, and what I'll do is I'm going to grab the phone, I'm going to take you in, and I'm going to show you where the Aiptasia was and what it's looking like now. So I am pleased to say that it has gone in the tank, certainly on that little area. I'm yet to find any more, but I'll keep obviously an eye out, and then as soon as I do find some more, well, we'll just have to go through the whole process again using the Aiptasia X, and then I'll show you what it's like down in the sump as well. So bear with me 2 minutes, and I will grab the phone and take you on in so you can see. Okay then guys, so let's just bring you in here and show you where that Aiptasia was. That was kind of, I zoom in, it was pretty much right about there in the center of the screen. I did move that cabbage coral over slightly to actually be able to get to it. So, and as you can see, it's proper gone and no longer there anymore. The one in the sump, or the couple in the sump, if I bring you down, open up this door, and you'll see in here the pipe work. If I move over, hopefully you won't see any reflection. You see there, the pipe work is still all nice and clean, and there are no Aiptasias come back on that yet. And on the side of the glass, on the sump itself, again, I can't remember where it was now, but it's around here somewhere, wasn't it? And again, that's gone, scraped off, and that has not returned. It's not all good news. I don't know if I can get it, but up the top somewhere, over this, there it is, look at that. At the top there now, there is one right there, look. So that's going to be the next one that I'm going to have to try and get to. It's going to be very, very tight to get in there, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. But yeah, certainly not all good news, but that one that was on there is certainly gone, and the one that was on the side of the glass has also completely gone. So that's, it's a sort of win, but not 100% win. Let's have a look at the other bit in the tank where the rock was, and I'll bring you up and then kind of zoom you in. Well, I don't know what's going on there with the focus.
There we go then, guys. So hopefully now that this camera sorted itself out, but I'm going to try and zoom in on the area, and you can see that all of the, hopefully you can see anyway, all of the Aiptasia that was there on that rock has now gone. So very pleased with that. Hopefully it won't come back, but obviously, as I mentioned before, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep an eye out for, you know, other parts of the rock area as well, and hopefully I won't see or find any more Aiptasia. But we all know when you have one, you have many, and most likely probably lots will find its way through. But look at Piney, he's trying to find me. I was trying to keep him out of the picture because he's always photo bombing, but that's a little overview there of the tank. So yeah, fingers crossed, eh?
Right then, guys, so thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you've liked it, and also subscribe to the channel. If you have already subscribed, then thank you very much. It certainly does help, and I appreciate it a lot. Just on the tank itself, with regards to maintenance, don't forget, obviously maintenance is a very key thing that you need to complete as part of the husbandry and workings of the tank. And I've done an aquarium maintenance set of videos that hopefully might help you, which takes you all the way from 3 to 5 days, all the way through so far to 6 monthly. There is going to be a final one, which will be a yearly one, and that will be coming up in a couple of months' time. And if you haven't seen that set of videos, then you can go and see that right here. So again, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Easy come, easy go.